Some monsters have a clear background and it's easy to understand them, but some are not meant to be known. They remain a mystery and there is very little information about them to work on. The Caretaker is certainly one of them. To be honest, there isn't much information about it, but we'll work on the little information that we have. The Caretaker was introduced in the Hearts of Stone DLC. When we face it, it immediately attacks us. No dialogue involved, so we don't really get a chance to know each other. However, it immediately becomes apparent that Caretaker is not our usual everyday beast. You don't find him gorging on a corpse, but dragging it, and later digging a grave for it. Not as a gesture of respect, of course, but we'll get to that later. From afar, he looks like a very tall man wearing a hood concealing its face. When it turns, it becomes obvious it's anything but a man. Everyone has seen the skin attached to its face, but have you paid attention to this part? It's not just his face, every part of his body is stitched and attached. From visible parts, we can see stitches around his chest and arms. Now, what does that mean? First off, we know that Caretaker is some sort of demon from another dimension, and it does not have a physical form. At least not in Geralt's dimension. So Olgierd grafted some corpses to house this demon to give it a physical form. But why not just the whole body? Why attaching different parts of different corpses? Well, the simple answer is, the bigger, the stronger. Most probably, a normal-sized human's body couldn't house that much power. There is also the idea of power in grafting. When you attach two things, you get the power of both. If you have played the Elden Ring, you must be familiar with this concept, as Godric, for example, attached the limbs of other Tarnish to himself to get their strengths, or the pot Alexander by eating the corpses of warriors and absorbing their strengths. You could say that here too it adds to its strengths. Second important thing is the face of the Caretaker, or to be more precise, the face it does not have. Face is identity. You are recognized by it, by people who know you and also by legal system. It gives you a sense of identity, a sense of being a unique person. Yet Caretaker does not have it. But why? Well, Olgierd summoned him and put him in service of Iris, so it is only logical to believe he tailored the body for him, and instead of face, stitched the skin. So it didn't matter who Caretaker is as a person. He was summoned to serve, and that's all there is to him. No identity, just a person who takes care of the house, cleans the garden, and of course, brutally murders the intruders. And that's why there is almost no information about the Caretaker, not even a name. There is one peculiar thing though. When he sees Geralt, he lifts his hood to see, yet he has no eyes. And I don't know whether it's CDPR pulling our leg, or he actually has eyes in a very weird, unknown way. Anyhow, I thought it was funny, and if you have an explanation for that, let me know in the comments. The Caretaker has a unique ability, well, two unique abilities. First, when he lands a hit, a portion of his health recovers. Second, he can summon ghosts and absorb them to greatly recover health. The first one is more about the weapon he uses than himself. The shovel he uses grants the ability of healing to the user, but the second ability is unique to the Caretaker. What's interesting though is that the souls he summons are of the people he has killed. They come from the graves he dug. Probably, the thieves we saw entering von Everec estate were not the first ones trying to steal from that manor. Many have tried and met their end, as it is apparent from the many graves in the yard. Let's read its entry.
There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in philosophy. Bartolomeo Deras, after trying to contact creatures from another plane and landing in an insane asylum. The Caretaker served with the indifference of a golem and proved as fierce in battle as it was diligent in its labours. It felt no pain, in fact. Each blow it received seemed to give it strength, as did each blow it landed on Geralt with the spade it wielded as a weapon. What is more, the Caretaker was able to summon powerful spirits from the graves it had dug and could heal itself by absorbing them. The Witcher had a hard time evading the devastating strikes of its weapon, and his only chance at wounding the creature came when it would stick its spade in the ground to draw on otherworldly energy in an attempt to petrify its foes with fright. The being known as the Caretaker had been summoned to the von Everec estate from another realm, making demon its most accurate designation. The Caretaker had been forced into servitude by magic. Its tasks to care for the house and protect it from intruders. It performed these pedantically, tending the flowers, repairing the fences, tidying the yard, and murdering all intruders who set foot on the grounds, then burying their corpses in neat rows on untended land just beyond the manor garden's bounds.
The Caretaker had been forced into servitude by magic. This speaks of Olgierd's strengths and how good he was in the art of demonology. The game is not explicit about it, but I want you to take a moment to think how good you should be to summon such a strong demon from another realm and to bound it in such a way that it does not leave its duties even after Olgierd's gone and Iris is dead. Caretaker never stopped serving, never left his post, and that speaks of Olgierd's strengths. And with that, this video comes to an end. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, leave a like and subscribe, as it greatly helps my small channel to grow. And stay tuned for more Witcher related content. Have a good day and goodbye.